Good morning, Gamecocks. I'm Chloe Findlay.
And I'm Meagan Daukshus. Chloe and I are here every week giving you a recap on the news and happenings on the USC campus and around Columbia. This week's campus welcomes a fleet of delivery droids to bring your food to you, and students are divided.
It's also Super Bowl weekend, and thousands of Americans are excited, maybe for a reason you don't quite expect.
And we'll introduce you all to some very special individuals, our favorite campus cats.
We hope to get your weekend started in the right direction. Welcome to Good Morning Gamecocks. Good morning, Megan.
Good morning, Chloe.
Are you excited? First show, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. How about you?
I am feeling riveted. I think we have some really awesome stories to talk about today, and
we
I am excited to get into it.
Let me start you off. Well, Gamecocks, we've got some stories to kick off the weekend, starting with our new little robots you may have been seeing around campus. If you've been around campus in the past week, it's likely you've seen the new GrubHub delivery robots. They started delivering food to Gamecocks on campus last Thursday. SGTV reporter Grace Berkery told us a little bit more about the robots on Monday, but in case you missed it, she's here today to tell us more.
Watch your step, Carolina. The future is here. Food delivery robots have been introduced to USC's campus for the first time, debuting this Monday. Their purpose is to provide campus-wide service, sparing students the need to walk to various restaurants. The sudden appearance of these robots on campus this week prompted reactions from students.
What in the world is right past my foot?
I saw one zoom by and I was like, that's interesting. I didn't think that our tuition was going to be spent on that, but I mean, it could be helpful, you know?
Honestly, they're just kind of cute. Like, I think they're just like fun. I live off campus now, but when I lived on campus, it would have been nice to have them, honestly.
According to the university website, these robots are 99% autonomous and use a combination of computer vision and GPS to pinpoint their exact location to the nearest inch. Functioning like pedestrians, the robots maneuver up and down sidewalks and can even cross the street. All to reach their destination. It's now dinner time here at USC, so I think it's time to test out the robots. Using the GrubHub app, I selected my food and destination, and after about 15 minutes, my robot delivery arrived. To ensure security, customers receive a code that exclusively opens the delivery hatch, preventing any unauthorized access to the food. Currently, delivery areas are limited to Gervais, Assembly, and Blossom Street, but future expansion is in the works. Nevertheless, students are still acclimating to this new, futuristic change. For SGTV News, I'm Grace Berkery.
So I would say these GrubHub robots are definitely pretty innovative on this campus. They seem like they're getting a lot of use so far. I'm seeing them walking to and from class.
Yes.
And they're always out and about.
They are. I think it was just this week, I was walking on Main Street, and one of them stopped right in the middle of the street, and I almost fell right over it. I almost completely ate it.
They just stop. They have a sensor around them where they can see like if there's people or objects around them, and that's what makes them pause so they don't keep going and running into something. But during passing times on campus when like everyone's getting out of class, depending on how close you are walking to them, they will just inch forward and then slam on their brakes, inch forward. So they don't make it very far too fast.
It gets a little crowded.
And it seems like that's been some of the complaints we've been hearing with people who are ordering from them is because they are stopping and people are around them and they're shortening their time to get there. People aren't getting their food fast enough that they want. And that was the goal for these robots. So
yeah, I remember looking on the app to order something, and it was Panera, so it was going to take long anyway, but it said 40 minutes. 40 minutes. I just couldn't.
Delivery time plus wait time?
Oh. 40 minutes.
Okay.
So I didn't know how I felt about waiting 40 minutes for a sandwich.
Have you ordered anything from them yet?
No, I haven't, because you can't use like meal plan stuff. You have to go straight from like a card.
Right.
And I don't want to set that up. Yeah. I'd rather just walk. I'm so close to all the food anyway that I'd rather just
I totally get that.
Walk there.
Yeah.
But people are divided about these robots. It's certainly convenient in some situations, but there are some people who certainly don't like it. We can pull up a graphic right now. It's there's a picture of someone holding a rock, about to throw the rock on the robot. So clearly some people are not the biggest fans.
I do think they're bringing up a good sense of humor around our campus. We're getting a lot of jokes and memes through Yik Yak posts. And I think they're hilarious. I mean, it brightens your day when someone just makes a little goofy comment about them because they are just so goofy looking.
They're
like,
so cute.
They are cute.
It's almost like they have personalities.
Oh, definitely.
Like, I feel like we should name them.
I wonder if
know?
they have names.
That would be, like how race cars have like the number or the name? I feel like we should put that on the robots.
Apparently
like,
someone put a giant googly eye on one of them, which I think is fantastic.
That's good. Maybe a little mustache too.
Oh, I would love that.
Oh. All right. If you are a social media user, one or more of your platforms is probably under fire in the courtroom. Mark Zuckerberg, Meta CEO, was under fire this week at a congressional hearing on child internet safety. South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham told Zuckerberg that he had, quote, blood on his hands, and that he had a, quote, product that was killing people. Illinois Senator Dirk Durbin also bashed social media for sexually exploiting children. So one of the big flash moments during this trial was when Missouri Senator Josh Hawley asked Zuckerberg if he'd like to apologize to the people sitting in the back of the courtroom, because a lot of victims of internet abuse or internet bullying or one of the many child safety issues that was going on online came to the trial. And there's this really awesome picture. I'm sure we could probably pull it up, but it's Zuckerberg turns around and he apologizes to this group of people who are all holding pictures of their loved ones who were hurt. And it got mixed reviews because some people were, appreciative that he recognized that his platform had a problem, but other people said that it was quite insincere.
Right. I can see people thinking like it was a forced apology out of him. And people that have gone through social media, like bullying and stuff like that, I mean, it can take a toll on someone, and he doesn't understand that his platform is what is stemming all of these problems. Yeah.
It was actually a Wall Street Journal did a long expose called the Facebook Files, I think it was about 15 or so articles that they released. There was a whistleblower within Facebook at the time, Facebook is now called Meta, that released all of these internal documents that Facebook knew that they were, harming children, and that there were, prevalent drug cartels and human traffickers that were using Facebook as a platform to run their business. It's kind of bad to say, but there was a whistleblower within Facebook that released all these documents, and the Wall Street Journal released all of these files. And that's kind of what got this whole trial started on internet safety. It really exposed the idea of what dark stuff was happening online. So,
right. And this isn't the only company we're seeing go through these trials. TikTok is also another one of them.
Yeah, TikTok's prevalent here because TikTok got banned on our Wi-Fi.
Right.
Also, there was a USC newsletter that went out. It got blocked at the beginning of this year, so at the beginning of last semester. A USC newsletter went out, and the reasoning they gave for banning TikTok on the Wi-Fi was, quote, ongoing security concerns on a state, federal, and international level. And I believe the governor of South Carolina is trying to ban it statewide also, which is interesting. So
we'll see how far that goes. TikTok is such a widely used app by everyone, me personally. I think people would throw a fit if they were told that they couldn't use something that they use almost in place of TV now.
Yes, that is true. Yeah, that is totally true.
Yeah.
It's definitely our new, it's like the new generation's cable.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And it also, there's so much variety, and because their For You page, it makes all the videos based on what your interests are and what you've been liking or watching more. It gears these people to what they want rather than people themselves going out and finding on cable what they want to watch.
Exactly. It's really convenient in that sense. But there has been, research that has shown it's dangerous. I can remember for the past several years, there's been so much dialogue around the idea of, teenagers and young people shouldn't be on social media so much and it's
Right.
harmful. And so I did a little bit of research. There was a Mayo Clinic study that showed that teens that use social media more than 3 times a day are more subject to adverse effects in mental health. Now, I don't know about you, but I definitely pick up my phone and use social media more than 3 times a day.
Me too. That might be the first. I mean, that's the way I start my morning every day. I log on, I see what's going on. Because
Yeah.
I mean, even through social media, I mean, we get our news and see what our
Exactly.
friends are doing.
Exactly.
Our favorite like movie stars and stuff. I mean, that's where we're getting our information.
Yeah. It's kind of bad to say that that's one of the first things that you look at when you wake up. But also at the
Yeah.
same time, I remember as a kid, like my mom would always turn on the news in the
Right.
morning,
And it's almost a similar
new,
way.
exactly. It's like the new platform.
Right.
So I thought it might be funny if we tell the audience what our screen time
Yes.
is. So we can pull that out
Yeah.
really quick. Again, the study showed using picking up your phone to use social media more than 3 times a day is harmful. So Megan, let's start with you. Let's
yeah,
talk
I
about
have a very high screen time. I guess it depends on the day. Also, like if I have less work or not.
She's trying to avoid the question, everybody. I don't know if you can tell.
I'm very guilty, but February 1st, the Thursday, I have a 9 hours and 32 minutes of phone usage time.
It's a whole work day.
I hope, like maybe it's just running in the background. Like I do fall asleep with my phone running on TikTok a lot.
Yeah, what's your TikTok number, Megan?
6 hours and 52 minutes. But granted, I do like, I put on, go to sleep. There have been multiple times where I fall asleep on my couch taking a nap with TikTok on, and my roommate will come up to me and turn my phone off because the same video is playing over and over again.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That was a high day. I feel like the rest are average like 7,
Yeah.
8 hours.
Yes.
5 some days too. How about you?
Last week is a total. I spent 17 hours and 43 minutes on social media.
17?
17. But that was over the week. It was over the week. It was
Oh,
over the
okay.
week.
That's not bad. The
Yeah,
week.
yeah,
Let's see
yeah.
what my weekly is. How do you?
17 hours in a day would be crazy.
Oh,
That's
I
17
see.
hours on social media and what? 24 minus 17 is 7?
Oh, you don't want to know
7
mine.
hours off social media?
Last week's social media averaged 35 hours and 11 minutes. I'm really exposing myself with my phone usage right now. I promise
Wow.
I'm still a good student and I get my homework done.
Oh, wow, okay.
I need to strive to lower my social media usage to about what yours is
You
at,
know
because that
what?
seems healthier.
You know what? It's okay, but social media can also be a platform that spreads a lot more interesting
Yes.
stuff. So, in national news, it's Super Bowl weekend. While sport enthusiasts are going to be watching the game, there's another audience who will be scanning every shot for recent Grammy winner Taylor Swift. Taylor's current partner, Travis Kelce, plays for the Kansas City Chiefs, so it seems likely that the pop star will be there. So, Super Bowl.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Okay, but let's be totally honest. Are you excited for the game, or are you excited to see Taylor?
Both. I'm a big football fan, more for the Gamecocks. It's like I've fallen into the college football more,
Yep.
but we put on the NFL, especially with the championships every Sunday. We got them running. We watched like Bills, Lions. We got everyone on and
Yep.
just good background noise. We're studying and stuff, kind of keep an eye on what's going on, what everyone's talking about.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, the Super Bowl this year is being held at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. It's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs versus the San Francisco 49ers. But as we said, it's more than just a game this year. Let's talk about some Taylor Swift football statistics. She first burst onto the scene September 24th. It was the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Chicago Bears when she made her first appearance. And then since then, this is kind of wild. According to the Wall Street Journal, the average number of NFL viewers has reached its highest rating since 2015. So the most people have watched football since 8-9 years ago. It has had a 7% increase in viewers just from last year. And according to ABC, the female viewership alone has increased 11% since Taylor burst onto the scene. So what do you think about Taylor revolutionizing football as we know it?
I honestly see it as a great thing. I mean, it's bringing together like daughters and fathers watching football together. And I don't know if you've seen, I don't know if it was CeraVe or Cetaphil, one of the companies did a Super Bowl ad. It's been all over TikTok, where the girl, like the father wants the girl, like the daughter to watch football with him. She doesn't want to watch it, teenager or whatever. She sees that Taylor Swift's on, she goes down in all her friendship bracelets and is having a good time watching football with her father. And I really do think that's true. I've heard some stories and seeing some stuff on Twitter, like it's bringing those people together that normally wouldn't watch it and giving people that quality time with their family.
Yeah, no, that's definitely something I've seen online. There's a funny video of like, it was a father and a daughter watching football, and the father was almost like quizzing his daughter on like all the football terms, and she knew everything, like right off the bat.
Exactly, and I think that from this Taylor Swift being on the air so much with football and the Chiefs, I think that we're gonna see a lot of these female like watchers that have a huge influx, and I think it was 7% you said.
Yeah.
Stick around because they're learning the rules and they're also starting to enjoy the sport.
Yeah.
We are actually, I mean, we've seen, the biggest thing is people are complaining that Taylor Swift's on too much. She's shown too much. She averages about, I think it was 3 seconds every game, depending on the game, a little bit more here or there. So she's not on it too much. She's definitely on it. Yeah. It does bother people, but for people to stick around to see that few seconds of her, they're watching football more of the time, and they would walk out of the room if they were did not interested in the football as well. So I think we're going to see those viewers stick around, and I think it's pretty good for the NFL, getting some more female viewers in there.
And they're definitely leaning into it. The NFL is taking the views that they can get. There was the Instagram account for NFL changed their like description, their caption, to say the Chiefs are 2-0 as Swifties. This was a couple months ago, and there were people who were upset because people were upset that this is a football account, and it almost seems like pop culture is taking over football. Right. There's goods and bads to it. I think I think it's important that they lean into the fact that they're getting more views anyway. Yeah. And
this is something that happens in pop culture. I mean, there's always every few years that huge thing in pop culture that is blowing up. This just happens to be the thing at this moment. And everyone through social media is just taking their little pick at it where they can get some of their views off it and boost their businesses. And that's how it is today. And I mean, good for them. If it's getting you what you need, the revenue you need, the views you need.
Exactly. It almost seems like another trend. Yeah. It might as well jump on if it's going to help you out for a short period of time. Fun fact for you, this Super Bowl matchup is the same one as it was in 2020.
Yes.
So 2020, I don't know if you guys can remember what 2020 was, but it didn't necessarily start off very well.
No.
So you were a little nervous?
I'm a little nervous.
Do you believe in that
We're seeing some trends in the presidential election possibly coming up. Yep. And it seems like it's like we're living in Groundhog's Day. Everything just keeps coming back.
It's to repeat.
We'll see. I'm hoping for not another pandemic.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. It seems like we're just getting out of that. Like finally, it's like everything's kind of going back to normal.
Yep, it definitely.
I swear. Who won the Super Bowl in 2020? Does anybody know?
I believe it was.
Does anyone know who won the Super Bowl in 2020?
It was San Francisco.
The Chiefs.
Was the Chiefs? Oh.
So maybe
news to me.
maybe if the 49ers win, it will set off a new trajectory.
Speaking of winnings, who do you want to win?
Okay.
Are you going to be watching?
I'm going to watch.
Awesome.
I am going to watch. I'm a New York Giants fan.
Me too.
No way, really?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. But, they weren't very good this year.
No, they haven't been
really
for
good any year.
A good few years.
They lost Eli Manning, and then everything went out the window.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. But I think I would like the 49ers to win. I watched there was a documentary they did on Netflix. It was called Quarterback, and it followed the lives of, Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
Kirk Cousins, Minnesota quarterback, and then one other person that I don't remember. But I don't know. I just wasn't a huge fan of the Chiefs or Mahomes. He's very talented. Like, don't get me wrong. He's a talented quarterback.
Yeah.
But I think I'm rooting for Brock Purdy and the 49ers. Okay. What about you?
I'm going with the Chiefs.
I knew you were going to say it.
I am a very big Taylor Swift fan. But also, I've fallen into the New Heights podcast with Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce.
Oh, yes.
And they are just too funny. I love listening to them, going to class and stuff. And I feel like you get them on more of a personal note.
Yeah,
And it really makes me love those brothers. And I would like to see, Travis get another Super Bowl win. Even Patrick Mahomes. I mean, if he wins, he'd be setting some history off with how many wins he's got. And already records are off the charts for playoff.
Exactly. That's how the whole Taylor Travis fiasco started, was that podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, because Travis said on it, like,
he went to the concert.
Yes.
He wanted to give her a bracelet, and he couldn't see her because she has to vocal rest after her performances.
Look at that. Podcast starting love stories. Gotta love to see it, right? Love to see it. But here at University of South Carolina, we have a Super Bowl ad class. I know you would like to talk about that a little bit.
So I took this class last spring semester. Basically, the Super Bowl commercial class covers Super Bowl history with all of the commercials, like most popular commercials, prices of commercials, which are rising year after year. And throughout the class, you rate the Super Bowl commercial ads that you watch. And you watch them in different categories. So one of the big categories is all the Budweiser ads, which are pretty iconic, or the Bud Light ads. And coming around to the Super Bowl, which is tomorrow, they put on a Super Bowl watch party for the class, and they vote what they thought their favorite commercial was of all of the Super Bowl. And even you guys can go vote on the CIC's website, Communications Information College. They have a online ad poll, and you guys can vote what you think your favorite Super Bowl commercial was, and it'll be up on our website. And then you can also see what the students voted on their favorite. I know last year it was the Breaking Bad popcorners.
Oh, yes.
That one's pretty good.
Do you remember the one where it looked like someone hit the remote? I think it was
the
for
Tubi ad.
Yes.
I was actually just rewatching that the other day because people were fighting each other and breaking TV screens over it.
My dad got so mad because it looked like the ad. If you don't remember, the ad looked like you switched to a streaming service.
Yes.
Like it clicked through all the the shows or whatever, and my dad was like, "Who's touching the remote?
Yeah.
Give me the remote." It was so funny. But fun fact, do you know I was technically in a Super Bowl ad? Or I auditioned to be in a Super Bowl ad.
Okay, which one? Give me the story.
It was a Doritos commercial, and Doritos was accepting group ads.
Yes.
And so
It was where you submitted your own.
Yes. That's exactly it. I did I did Taekwondo for a long time. And our studio came together and was like, let's film a Doritos Super Bowl ad. So it was all these people fighting over a Dorito. It was really funny. It didn't make it anywhere. We didn't win. And I can't find that video. So maybe it's just lost to the internet.
I did love that campaign they did. There was a bunch of other ones. They did I think the original one was some people in an office made a video. And then I know there's one with the father and a son, and the father's in the cardboard box and pretending that he's going off to space or something, and the son's out eating the Doritos because he's in the box and his dad can't see him.
The commercials are almost as good as the game. Sometimes they're better.
Sometimes better, depending on the year.
Yeah. What do you think about the halftime performance this year? I don't even know what it is. I'm gonna be totally honest.
Usher?
Is it Usher?
Yes.
Is he the guy?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay.
I think it should be fun. I mean, I don't know too many of his songs. I know some of the most popular ones,
Yeah.
But I think Rihanna really set the stage for this year, so we'll see what Usher's got to come tomorrow night.
Should be interesting.
I know, should be fun.
Looking forward to it. So now let's not forget one of the most important aspects of Super Bowl Sunday, and that is the Puppy Bowl. It's celebrating its 20th anniversary this year, and referee Dan Schnackner says it is going to be the, quote, puppiest Puppy Bowl ever. So for those of you who are unfamiliar, the dogs are split into two teams. Team Fluff and Team Rough, naturally, of course, right? And dogs score touchdowns on a gridiron carpet when they cross any goal line with a toy.
Doesn't matter which side.
Doesn't matter which goal, as long as they cross a line, they win. They're free to play around, but may receive penalties for unsports-like dog conduct and trash barking. This is gonna be cute.
Oh, it always is.
This is adorable.
It's so fun.
Have you ever actually watched it?
I have. We actually used to watch it when I was little, and I mean, I was like, what, 8, 9.
Yep.
I didn't want to watch the Super Bowl. So when my aunt would come and babysit us, when my parents would go to their annual Super Bowl party, we would always watch the Puppy Bowl.
It's so
and
cute.
It is just so adorable. I mean, you got the cat band for the halftime performance. I love cats.
So
you can't go wrong with that.
No, you definitely can't. The pictures are adorable. They're all like, it's like 10 dogs, like all in the uniforms too. They have like their jerseys on.
Yep.
It's adorable. The mission of the Puppy Bowl, besides being an excuse for people to watch adorable puppies play around with each other, is to actually promote pet adoption. So every year the Bowl's motto is adopt, don't shop. So just some really cute stuff to look forward to this weekend. So since we're talking about puppies, if you ever find yourself missing your pets at home, take a walk over to the humanities side of campus in search of our campus cats. The beloved campus cats are always getting love and attention from the students and are frequently raved about on social media. SGTV reporter Grace Berkery told us a little bit about the cats last week, but in case you missed it, let's take a look.
If you're a student at the University of South Carolina who frequents the east side of campus, you may have run into a certain beloved figure. Figaro, the green-eyed tabby, often found lounging on a warming grate or engaging in squirrel pursuits. He's become a fan favorite amongst USC students who frequently stop to pet him on their way to class. If you're wondering who Figaro's owner is, look to Reverend Paul Stern at the C.S. Lewis Center, where Figaro isn't the only campus feline around.
I've had kind of a succession of cats through the years, so right now we have technically 4.
Edmund, Eustace, and Sissy all live at the center too, each possessing their own quirks. Sissy preferring the indoor life, while Edmund and Eustace enjoy exploring the campus.
Edmund's more of a wanderer. He likes to go kind of up and down here, and Eustace is a little bit more of a homebody.
According to Stern, students often peek their heads into the center, hoping to encounter one of the cats.
These cats have become quite famous over the years, so much so that they have their own Instagram.
Caroline Nix is a co-owner of the C.S. Lewis Cats Instagram account. She says the account has gained popularity as more people share photos and connect with the cats.
I knew coming here for my freshman year that it would be kind of weird to not be around cats as much, and I'm sure I've heard a lot of stories about people also feeling the same way, about, going away from their pets and feeling that sense of loneliness without the pets.
Figaro, nicknamed Figgy by students, has especially become a surrogate pet for the USC community, offering comfort to students, all while maintaining order by keeping the squirrels at bay. For SGTV News, I'm Grace Berkery.
So Grace gave us the story. We got Edmund, Eustace, Sissy, and Figaro, also known as Figgy. Personally, everyone on this campus's likely favorite cat.
Yep.
We see Figgy all over social media. They even have, all of the cats have their own run Instagram page, the C.S. Lewis Cats on Instagram. But Figgy is beloved on Yik Yak. People are always posting about him, giving him treats.
Yeah.
Figgy does everything. He's in trees. He walks around. He's
Yep.
sleeping on the grates to keep himself warm.
That's adorable.
Now, do you go and pet all the cats when you see them?
Okay, so I've definitely seen the cats, but I've never pet them.
Okay.
I've never taken the time to say hello to the cats. I've always just walked past.
For me, it depends on the day. If I'm
Usually
How
I'm
much
late.
time
I'm gonna be honest. Usually I'm late, so
Yeah.
I can't stop to pet the cats.
Even so, I usually go to close-up classes, and their elevators take so long that I don't want to risk petting the cat and being late to my class because of an elevator.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
But if I come home, I will pet them.
Yep.
Sometimes there's so many people around them that I don't want to be another one to add to the group because there's so many people that don't want to frighten Figgy.
Yeah,
but
no, for sure.
People love the cats so much.
I know. I really want a cat. I'm gonna be totally honest. I think the cats, they're so easy to take care of.
They are. They are. Also, they lost my train of thought.
Talking about cats gets us easily excited.
Yeah, they do. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So, everyone goes up to all the cats. And I think it brings that connection of people who are away from home, from their pets.
True.
Getting to see even just a cat. I mean, it's not normal for cats to live on a campus, I feel like, unless they are strays. And I mean, Figgy, Eustace, the whole gang, they are owned by the C.S. Lewis house, the people who live in that house, and they take care of them. So they got their collars on, they're all vaccinated, good, fed, everything.
Yeah.
But we usually see dogs are on our campus all the time around the horseshoe, so it's very easy to see someone walking their dog and go up and pet them.
That's
but
true.
Cats, not as much.
But there's something
because
so
we have them here.
Exactly.
You get best of both worlds.
Exactly. Something so magical about those cute
Yeah.
little kitties. But we hope your Saturday is off to a great start. Stick around after the break to learn about a fun food fact you don't want to miss. So, Megan, do you like cereal?
I do. I
Okay.
do like cereal. My favorite, personally, is Frosted Flakes.
Okay, so we have a cereal fun fact to you. Caroline, our wonderful producer, is going to come up here and help me out a little bit. She's coming up with a blindfold and some Fruit Loops. But before I tell you the fact, and by the way, Megan doesn't know what's happening.
I don't.
That's part. You come on up and put on a lovely
Blindfold
blindfold.
me.
But what's going to happen here, Megan, is
this
you're
is
going to
fun.
have a little bit of a Fruit Loop taste test.
Oh, fun.
And I'm going to give you some fun facts about the delicious cereal. So go ahead and open this up.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know how to make this not weird, but I have a spoon, and I'm going to put something on the spoon, and you're gonna eat it.
Oh, okay, fun.
Okay,
And
so
what am I doing?
You're gonna guess what flavor it is.
Okay, I saw someone do this with goldfish on TikTok, and they knew. Yes, and they knew all the flavors. Hold on, she's falling just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
I hope the camera can see this, but this is the color.
Okay.
Nope, can't see it.
Can you give me
Here, I'll
what
just say
all
it
the
really quietly.
what are all of the colors that?
Oh, yes. Okay,
we
so we have
have.
purple,
Green is
blue,
one, right?
green,
Okay.
orange, yellow, and red. It's the rainbow.
Oh, okay.
Red,
gotcha.
orange, yellow,
This is
blue,
just
green,
sliding
purple.
down just a bit.
Blue. Oh,
I just don't want to
got-
ruin. I'll just hold. I'm good.
okay.
We got it.
So we're gonna have you guess what flavor.
Should we like put it in my hand?
Yeah, we could put it in
That
your
works.
hands. The camera really can't see what color it is.
Okay.
Okay, it's fine.
Well, we can put a little graphic in there for them.
Okay, cool. So there it is.
Okay, cool. And I have to guess the color.
You have to guess the flavor, yeah.
I'm nervous. This is my breakfast. It tastes like cereal.
Okay.
I'm going with because I know the yellow Fruit Loops taste like lemony.
Okay.
I'm going orange
Okay. All right.
or green.
Okay. Cool. Audience, you know if she's right or not. I'm not gonna let her know yet.
Perfect.
Let's do two more. Okay. Here's another one. Here's camera. Orange. Drop.
I feel like when a dog waits for a treat. All right, this is the. It tastes the same as the last one. Red.
Okay. All right.
Was that right?
I can't tell you yet.
Okay.
And we're gonna do one more. Last one.
Wait, is there blue in there?
There is blue in there.
Oh, and there's purple. I'm forgetting all the colors of the rainbow
It's the rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. There's your last one. What flavor is that, Megan?
Oh, that's blue.
You sound very sure of that.
That's blue.
All right. Well, you can take your blindfold off.
Was that blue?
You got all of them wrong.
Oh, boy.
Here's your fun food fact of the week. Every single Fruit Loop color tastes the same.
It does.
There's no flavors.
Can I have a yellow one, though? 'Cause
Sure,
I'm
you can have a
convinced
yellow one.
The
Here.
yellow ones taste like lemon. Yeah.
I don't think they do. They all taste the same, Megan.
Never mind.
They all taste the same.
They all taste the
same.
Well, now I learned something about cereal. It's just a good bits of red dye 40 and
Yup.
some other ones in there.
It's the delicious taste of red dye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not bad though. I would like to do that with goldfish. I think the rainbow goldfish, they have different tastes. Fruit Loops, not so much, but I think the green and purple, specifically in the rainbow pack of goldfish, taste different.
I don't think they do. I would garner to say they taste the same.
I think we've got a plan for next week's show. We're gonna have to put a little bit of a blindfold and make sure you try those rainbow goldfish and see if you can taste the difference.
You know, it's only fair.
I think
really only fair.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, with that, we wrap up Good Morning Gamecocks today, February 9th, 2024.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at SGTV at USC.
To keep up with all of our content, be sure to check us out online at sgtv@usc.com. For SGTV, I'm Meagan Daukshus.
And I'm Chloe Findlay. From all of us here at SGTV, have a great weekend, Carolina. Forever to thee.